I don't want to assume anything about your politics, and not that that's even what I'm wanting to speak to you about today, but I have to imagine, and for people who aren't a fan of what's happening with Donald Trump right now, there's a lot of talk that there is an encroaching depression in our Western world because a lot of people feel resolutely hopeless. Like there is little respite from it. I mean, if you're a fan of his, you think this is wonderful. These crazy things are happening, and this is what we want to happen. But for the people who aren't, it's hard to know where to go, right? Like there is a large notion that like beyond voting once in a while, there's nothing we can do. There's no amount of redress. So, I mean, I don't want to extrapolate too far in any given way, but I think that's a big part of the reason why I was drawn to wanting to dig in more and speak to you, because I think that's a message that people need to hear. I think a lot of people really think there is no chance, there is no hope, that they're alone, and it's super important that people realize they're not, that there is always a chance, and that there is always reason for hope.
Absolutely. You're so right, and I think even on a big scale, when you feel like there's someone in charge of the country that completely is ruining everything, you feel like you're on this train that's kind of like going and going, and you have no control over it. But I think what we have to realize is that as individuals, we have a lot of power to affect the world around us. We have a lot of power to affect the person beside us. We can say one little thing, and it can change that person's day. It can change their month. If you say one little great thing to somebody. And I think we underestimate our power as individuals when we feel overpowered by a group of individuals. I think that's a great metaphor for mental health as it is. It completely strips you of any power that you have to be strong. But we have to sort of change our perspective on it. Despite our leaders letting us down, I think that there's a lot we can do to right the wrong, especially the wrongs that are very much being aired out and being made visible today. I just saw a story of a girl protesting on a plane, not sitting down until a person who was being deported was let off the plane. Now that's a pretty big statement, and that's a pretty bold move, but that's to show that we have more power than we think in this world. Regardless of who's making the calls, we have so much power within our world, and we're the ones who are actually moving things. We're the ones who are actually keeping our countries alive, and we're the ones who are making the rules. So I have a lot of hope, actually, in our generation, in these younger generations, to make sure that this world moves forward for the better. And I think, I look at this current political situation in the United States, and I think it gets worse before it gets better. I think that's truly the situation.
Oh yeah.
You can't ever see the evil in something until somebody shows it, until it rears its ugly head, right? And then you can see it, and then you know it's there, and you can actually finally make your angle on it. Nothing changes without collateral, and nothing changes without